kind of wanted to make this video for quite some time and to reflect off my self a year ago as I'm coming to grade 12. I kind of want to make this video to, it's kind of like a time capsule for after I graduate grade 12, and also look back at this video and make another one. I just kind of wanted to reflect it off the beginning of grade 11, so a year ago from now, basically. Or 11 months, well, I'll say a year, who cares, right? I kind of want to make this video, and as for people who are now starting school, because I realize people in August start school for some reason, which I don't understand. It's always in September, like fall. But anyways, who cares? For people who are now starting school, or next month in September, I kind of want to make this video for anyone who doesn't feel like they're not going to do well, which I know you guys will. I have hope in you. Right? I'm very smart. Like, I'm not even trying to sound narcissistic, main character, insert, but I'm very smart. Like, I can adapt to things like that if I really wanted to. Again, there's people obviously smarter than me, but I feel like I should note that I'm not trying to make main character syndrome here. But yes, I am smart. That is a fact. Right? Like, I learn things pretty fucking quickly when I'm very confident on doing it. But I noticed that during some periods of a year or randomly, I will just lose motivation to do anything for no reason. I don't know if I should see a therapist on that or a counselor or anything like that. But just randomly, I'll just lose the confidence. Not even just, no, I am very cocky and confident. But what I'm trying to say is I'll just lose the motivation to do it. And that's what was my problem with grade 11. Now reflecting off it, I kind of wanted to, now I don't know, like, it was a little bit on the teachers, mostly myself, I will say, to some degree. But it was this weird, like, transformation. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like through the gravel after hard trip. There's like sunlight, and then it's kind of like the hard start, and then like the easy end. That's how I felt grade 11 was until now. Was that I don't know why, and I maybe I will regret this, but I realized that I could have got 100 in math this year. And it upsets me because I know there's no way to change that mark now. I don't have money, right? I don't have connections to anyone that can give me a retest on it. But no, unfortunately, I cannot change that mark. That's permanent. From the day I did grade 11 to the day I died, that's the mark. Within that time of interval, I could have put some work into that math class and got 100. Right? And what upsets me, and I'm now reflecting off it and renaissancing off it, was I did nothing. I chose to do almost nothing. When there was a test, you know what I fucking do? Like a fucking idiot? Study something else. Instead of studying for that math thing the day before that, or the day before that, I would just study something else. And I don't understand why I would do that. Again, remember what I just said. I was smart. I am smart. Guaranteed. Any questions out of physics, I'll fucking answer like this. Again, I explain the laws of motion. Pretty simple. The law of inertia. The law of F net equals ma. Or the law of reaction equals an action. An action equals reaction. Right? The normal force is perpendicular to the gravity force. I can explain all that in a flick. But what I wanted to say was, it's funny on how I can learn all that stuff and be interested in that stuff, and then suddenly just don't. Not for physics, for math. I should go back on that. And when I was doing some grade 11 math to kind of get myself back into it, I realized how easy it was. The problem was, after all that, was me. I was the main fucking problem. I was lazy. I'm sorry. I didn't work hard. I chose not to work hard. I chose to do other things, knowing the consequences. I chose to not learn things like that on my own, even though, sure, teachers should have shown me how on some things, right, obviously, but who cares? I chose not to do any of that. For, hold on, a reason I still can't answer. Maybe I'm narcissistic. Maybe I am arrogant. Maybe I'm way too self-confident. Maybe I should be humbled. I don't fucking know. But it disappoints me here to sit down right now and make this video. Because again, if I was really put the time in, from September to June, day in and day out, good sleep, good rest, good study session, meditate, eat well, all of that, if I just had to do that, 100. And I knew that. That's the thing that kills me. That's the thing that still kills me. And again, someone who has a lot of pride and very confident within his work, hurts, not just hurts, irritates me to the death. Some people will call it childish, and I understand. It is childish. But then there'll be some nights, some days, just randomly like, damn, man, I could have done way better, but there's nothing I can do about it now. Like, there was one person, I won't be saying who this was, or which school I go to. Like, again, I leave that stuff all private, until a certain date. Like, when I am, like, in my mid-20s, you'll know which school I went to. Right? When I moved out of the province where I am. Dude, I just want to be respectful. But there was one counselor. They weren't the main. Because the main at the time, I didn't really have a lot of confidence in. Because, again, I was lazy with English. And I didn't pass in shit for English, and, yeah. Over 90 emails. Over 90 emails. I thought I was doing something efficient. You know what I was doing? Wasting my time. Wasting my time. Right? Hold on. I was wasting my time emailing every email I did. There was no point doing them. I gained nothing. There's no positives to it. Wasted time. Why an absurd amount of emails? That's almost 100. 3. Having to email that many should not be a thing. I'm sorry. And even when I had the meetings with the teachers about it, it was still useless. So really, at the end of the day, I kind of fucked myself over a problem I created. And I know people in the comments are gonna be like, Jarmy, if you're like so smart, like what you're saying now, then like you should get 100 easy.
You should get 100. Why are you complaining? Why, like, dude, like, you're super smart. So, like, you should, like, definitely get 100. Right. I know it's gonna be some fucking comments like that. Just trying to bring down my self-esteem for it. Because there was no point at the time. It literally, I'm not trying to be, like, cocky. When something becomes too easy to a person, you have no motivation to do it. The amount of times we would do the same thing day in, day out, day in, day out. At some point, right, like, you are going to get bored. I know that sounds very, like, hey, that's how life's gonna be. No. Like, when I went to my job where I worked 12-hour shifts, not every day was the same. There's always a brand new thing. Like, oh, that resident had to deal with this. Oh no, that resident had to do with this. I'm not even telling the establishment name, but when I used to work in this establishment, right, there was these residents. I take care of them. Oh, this resident has to do with this. Oh, get this resident down like floor 1. Oh, we get to call the ambulance. This day is to relax. Oh, the next day now we're understaffed. There's never a day that was the same as the last. That's why I love that job. Really a lot. I know it was chaotic and busy, but I loved it because it brought something new to the table. The reason why I'm not trying to get what's the word? Conspiracy. The reason why I never done good, I know I should blame it some more, is school is boring. It's boring. Raise my hand, go to the bathroom, recess, lunch, 3 go home. Right? You do 7 hours. And 7 of those hours, I know 2 to 3 hours is productive. At least. Like, you're not using full 7 hours. I'm sorry. You can call me, if anyone says 7 hours using productive, liar. Liar. From 8 to 3. Yeah, okay. But anyways, and again, I was always why I was lazy, because it was getting to the point where it was so boring, to me, it's so uninteresting that I'd be tired. And other times, for no reason, I get anxious. Like, there would literally be times for tests I would study for and know well had panic attacks. Right? But again, but what do you tell a teacher? Like, oh, hey, Miss Johnson. Hey there, Miss J. Not a real name. Oh yeah, I'm actually going through a nice panic attack. I can feel my heart pounding. Can we reschedule the test? Oh, no, we can't. Oh, it's now? Oh. Oh. Oh, and I can feel my chest hurting. Oh, I wasted 5 minutes? God, I'll get back. I'll get to work. Right? I'm not going to be telling whose names, but they weren't very concerned about me going for these emotional roller coasters. No one was really concerned for me. Which is another reason why I hate school, but I will not be I'll be for detail for another video. So the overall thing, the overall message, I know maybe it wasn't motivational, is don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, even if you think you're smart. Even if you are smart. Even if you're the smartest in that entire school. Don't be lazy. Because at the end of the day, getting 100s doesn't mean you're smart. To a degree. Obviously, to a degree. Because some things, yeah, you can be smart for. But to most degree, you gotta work hard for 100. You could be the smartest in that room. You need to put time in. You need to put the time in. You need to put the responsibility in. You need to put the work in. It doesn't matter how smart you are. That's not what school is for. is to show, can you work hard and can you be a functioning member of society? Because again, my performance in grade 11 would show would not be a functioning member of society. And it wasn't because I was dumb, it was I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care for some reason. Right? Again, you need to work hard and show that you are capable of functioning as a member of society. So my message is to you is obviously don't do a 9 to 5 and do a dead-end job for the rest of your life. I want you guys to do your dream. Obviously. Don't be a bum. Right? But what I want you guys to do is don't be like me. Accept to be humbled. Accept that you may not be the smartest in the room. Work hard. Study hard. Rest well. Eat well. Get good sleep. Even if you guys are entertained by me ranting and talking right now, please, for the love of God, get good sleep. Please, for the love of God. Please, because no one cares if you're tired in that school. No one cares if you're going through a hard time at home. No one cares on if you're going through something. I'm sorry to say it. No one cares in that school, because everyone has their own shit to deal with. You gotta make it, man. Because listen, at the end of the day, I know y'all can be successful. And I know the people that betrayed y'all or in your life will come back rolling to you when you become rich or successful. But as of right now, no one cared about my things mentally in the school. Ever. Since grade 7. Ever since grade 7, there's nothing. I know there may be some family members that made comments they do watch and say, oh, I asked some people to help. When I was in grade 7, for some reason I stopped. But again, that's still not an excuse for me. Listen, chat, listen. I know life's hard. It's going to be hard. It's always going to be hard for people like us. We're never going to get what we want. Even if you put in the time, if you're not born with money, you're not going to get what you want most of the time. Right? You're gotta do some crazy pull shit to get a look of success. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to sell anyone on a course. I don't do that. I'm saying, at the end of the day, chat, be yourself, be confident, work hard, don't waste your time, focus, be humble. Another thing I was gonna say, but I forgot. Fuck. Even if you're going through a hard life, I know, but we need to put that aside for now and put our fucking mind to it. And stop scrolling. Stop doom scrolling. Stop playing video games late at night till 3 a.m. Focus. Please work hard. Because at the end of the day, no one at school cares on how you're doing mentally. I know, I'm not trying. I do. I care. All they care, but probably not. The unfortunate reality is there's too many people in that school, in any school, to fully care. Right? At the end of the day, they're getting a paycheck. Right? That's what I should say. They're getting a paycheck. To them, it's an everyday 9 to 5. Right? You gotta treat that as that. You gotta treat that. But this is not just any other job. Like, school is like a one-time event. This is where it all happens. After that year, you're done. That's your final score. That's it. That's what your final thing is. And I should have told my grade 11 self, hey, Sonny, you're a stupid fuck. You're a stupid dumbass. You're a stupid dumbass. You're a stupid piece of shit. Except when you're wrong, Sonny. Oh, you're tired, Sonny? Oh, you should have went to bed at 10 p.m. Why didn't you do that, Sonny? Oh, you stayed at the 5 a.m.? Who gives a fuck? Take responsibility. Take the actions of your consequences. Because at the end of the day, no one's just going to give you a free pass if you're stressed about a test that you forgot. You're supposed to mark that shit down, buddy. Right? So at the end of the day, don't stress about it too much. Work hard, put your time in.
I think the message of the story is don't be like me at start of grade 11. Don't do that. Don't do that, guys. You guys are much better than that. So please do well in school this year. And this is your final year. Please do well. Because I don't want y'all doing another year in school if you're like grade 12 like me. Right? No one wants to do that. Yeah, that's all I gotta talk about.